Jack B. Nimble was his name, a sly-footed rascal who prowled through castle basements long after everyone had gone to bed. Jack was a man of discretion. He cared not for silverware or priceless objects of art. He was obsessed with taking one thing, care packages.
You might say that I am a, caretaker.
A thief would be more apropos. Snatching his prize, Jack dashed pell-mell into the night and later, in the confines of his underground hideaway, greedily devoured contents of the packages.
What foods these morsels be?
But as it comes to all men, so it came to Jack.
Indigestion?
No, capture.
Nimble, you have pilfered care packages for over half a century. Therefore, I hereby doth banish you to the North Country.
Those dreaded words, for in the olden days the North Country was almost as bad as being exiled to Waukesha, Wisconsin. Jack pleaded, but lost his case. He had a one-way ticket and a mule with a short leg. Months later, weary and saddle-sore, he arrived in a strange village. Strange because all the villagers sat in the square, not moving, not saying a word, just waiting.
Waiting for what?
The fountain! The fountain!
In the very center of the square stood a fountain, but it wasn't running.
No, but I am. Oh, ho, ho! This place is like Cooksville.
Jack got halfway through a gateway and then froze. Why?
You tell him, narrator.
The fountain spurted up into the air and came splashing down on a very old man. Within seconds, he was transformed into a young man of 20.
That's a magic fountain.
During the course of a fortnight, Jack watched 123 souls not only get a bath, but receive such fringe benefits as health, wealth, and happiness. At last, Jack was the only one remaining.
Come on, fountain, come on. Wet me.
Obligingly, it did. And when it stopped, do you know what Jack had?
Wet hair.
Yes. There was no mysterious change. He was as penniless as before.
Fountain, you're a faker, a fraud, a Charlie Chan.
Hacking out a hole, he dug his way under the fountain and came to an underground chamber. There, beside a rusty old pump, stood a rusty old gnome.
I'm waiting for the A train.
Come now, don't josh me. You have been pumping water up to the fountain and making the people think it gave magic waters.
Look, Sonny, you got to admit it worked. Those people did things they never did before.
Oh, yes. But how about me?
Yes, how about you?
More angered than ever, Jack chased the gnome all around the chamber, eventually cornering him.
Wait, don't do anything I'll be sorry for.
Unless you can think of a way to get me a fortune.
Like all gnomes, this one had a clever plan.
Busy rackadoo-lagga-ragga, splicker-chicka-jacka-nigga-nagga.
You heard me, folks. For 10 kazoos, you get splashed by the magic fountain and... What'd he say? And have your dreams come true. 10 kazoos, a tenth of a canaver.
Yes, Jack the gnome went into business, and what a business it was. Jack B. Nimble got rich, the gnome got a sore back.
I do all the pumping, you do all the counting.
Oh, stop complaining. You're gonna be the richest gnome and say, where do you come from?
Alaska.
Gnome?
Fairbanks.
Keep pumping.
What a year it was. It looked as though Jack would be the J. Paul Getty of Fairyland. It looked that way.
Mister, I paid 10 kazoos, but this fountain hasn't splashed on me yet.
How long you been waiting?
4 months.
You, madam, are a very patient soul.
How about a refund?
How about you standing here while I go check on the fountain?
I keep pumping, but nothing comes out.
Well, must be dry. What'll I do?
Give her back her 10 kazoos.
But Jack had tasted riches and had no intention of returning the money. Instead, he grabbed a bucket of water.
All right, lady. Close your eyes, and a magic fountain will splash you.
Wonderful.
Jack heaved the water just as a sudden cold snap set in. Midway to its mark, the water froze.
Mr. Nimble, you have committed a very serious offense.
But, Your Honor, all I did was hit some dumb broad with a bucket.
Allow me to introduce you to my wife, Gloria.
Give him life, Henry.
Jack got 30 years. Was he unhappy? Oh, my, no. You see, his cell window overlooked the village square. Every day, some poor soul would come and stand under the fountain waiting for it to splash. But Jack knew that the gnome had gone home to Fairbanks, and the fountain would never run again. This struck him as funny. It gave the village a bad name, and you spell it E-S-C-R-O. So the next time someone tells you to put your house in escrow, don't you do it.